So this is avocado cake, and here are the ingredients. We've got avocados, we've got lemons, we've got strawberries, shredded coconut, ordinary coconut oil, medjool dates, what else we got there? Some almonds which have been soaked overnight, and some psyllium husks. Got some honey, and we've got some vanilla beans, and I'm going to scrape that out and put that in the recipe in a minute. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the almonds into the food processor, and the medjool dates. Just make sure they haven't got pips, because if you got pips you got a bit of a problem. That's about a cup, and also the shredded coconut. So this is going to be the base. Crikey, never know how to put the lid on. Okay, there it is. Stick that thing on and pump it up. Take this a little bit gently in the beginning, because you can kind of blow your food processor pretty quick if it's not a real good one, which this one isn't. This is going to be like a really nice, it's quite sweet base. If your food processor starts smelling like there's a fire going on, then stop. So what I do is take the lid off and shove it around a little bit, because it all gets stuck up on the sides, and then you have to push the sides down. Yeah, so the trick is don't get your fork caught in the food processor with your cake, otherwise you have avocado a la fork cake. Wooden fork in this case. Worse if it's metal, bloody dangerous. That's what it should look like. Sort of squishy. I don't know what you call it. So that's going to go straight into the cake tin. Just going to push that in there. Yeah, that's the base. I haven't really said, but this is a raw food avocado cake. You might have heard of raw food things, you know, recipes and seen things online or whatever else. But yeah, this is it. It's pretty simple, and I'm just filling this up with a few avocados. We like to use organic whenever we can, so anyway, I'm going to fill this up a little bit more. So I've got that much worth of juice, that'll do for now. If it needs more, I'm going to taste it to see what happens. Usually just go by taste and, you know, whatever. This is called the whatever cooking. Well, actually it's non-cooking because it's raw. Okay, so there we go. Got all that lemon juice in there. Next is the honey and the friggin' pods. Oh, vanilla. So next is the honey and the vanilla, and some coconut oil, which I'm going to heat up on the stove. Okay, sweet as. Turning around. Okay, so next stage is the honey, the coconut oil, which has been melted, and I've already put in the vanilla bean, which is quite a bit of a mush to get it out, but sweet as. Not too sweet, so I'm just going to put in a couple of tablespoons. Up to you, you might have, you know, the ultimate sweet tooth. And there is the coconut oil. And I'm going to blast it. Putting it on the low speed to start with, and then going to pump it up. Yeah, so it should look like that. Nice and mixed, really creamy, not too watery, and that's going to set in the freezer when we chuck it in there. Okay, so I'm putting this mixture in. It's going straight on top. Beautiful green colour. I'm going to put this in the freezer just so that I can harden it up a bit. between the layers. Yeah, because the coconut oil's in there, it's going to harden up a bit, and I'm going to do the topping. I'm just going to chuck it straight into here. I haven't bothered to clean the blender, mainly because I don't want to, but also because it's not going to really affect the taste or the colour, which is pretty much the main thing. Chuck in the coconut oil, psyllium. Psyllium is like a thickener, so it's going to thicken it up. 1 small teaspoon in there, and then I'm going to also put in a spoon of honey because it was quite tart, the middle layer, and I want to have it a bit more of a sweet and a sour taste. Now I'm going to blend this up. I'll put a little bit of water in there, just so that it'll mix. There's the top layer. Try and get as even as possible. It's quite runny, but that's going to harden up when we stick it in the freezer. Presentation is everything, so they say. The last touches. And then into the freezer. That'll stay there for a few hours, and we'll see what it looks like. So here it is, the avocado cake. Not avocados on your toast, avocado cake. And I'm going to put a bit of chocolate on. This is cacao, coconut oil, and a bit of coconut nectar. You can use honey or whatever else. So yeah, I'll put that back into the freezer. Best to bring it out about half an hour to an hour before you're getting served, because it'll melt quite quick. So timing is really everything. And that's it. Hope you enjoy Avo Cake, and try not to eat it all at once.